Do whatever.
Camera shy.
I feel like I am not getting out what I'm trying to say.
I loved it, just visually seeing it.
When I saw her on that, it was just amazing to see the difference.
She loved it on her back.
It felt like we were giving her an opportunity to grow and further her development.
I feel like it's something special.
We haven't seen anything else like it. I'm a huge fan.
It makes me just so happy.
To even think about education at this point with a 4-month-old is kind of crazy. Rhoda loved being on the Baby EyeQ. Baby EyeQ just got here. We love it. I was so impressed how well she did. She is so focused.
He just lit up the first time he used it. Oh, now he's smiling. Look at those. He just started smiling and cooing and making all these baby noises.
She spent more time on that mat than she has any other mat that we've actually had before.
He relaxed so much with the nice music playing. He fell right asleep on the mat.
The EyeQ mat is really cool because it has these unique features with the music and with the lights that I haven't seen anywhere else.
I just want her to be perfect in every way. And so as a parent, just seeing her reacting, interacting with it, just made me just so happy.
See that Baby EyeQ mat being a game changer.
She's loving it. Yeah.
It really surprises me that it's taken so long for somebody to develop this, just because there's been so much research already done about how babies view the world and what their eyes are able to concentrate on and focus on.
So my husband and I, we have 3 boys. Blaze, our little guy, when he was 7 in 1st grade, he was bombing every test, every assignment. They recommended that we go and see the expert in our area. So we went in, met her, then she began kind of a routine set of tests. I noticed with every test that it became shorter and shorter, and then finally she got up from her desk and looked at me and she said, "Ginger, I have never had to say this before, but I cannot help you." I am trying to take that in, and she goes on. She says, "Ginger, your son has multiple system inefficiencies, sensory processing, cognitive processing, long-term, short-term memory, and is dyslexic." That began a 2.5-year time of research and visiting every expert and therapist we could find. So as we're in and out of therapy sessions, I'm watching these other moms bring their young children in and out of sensory occupational therapy to cognitive therapy and vision tracking therapy. And then I think to myself, why aren't there very many products out there addressing these issues? If 20%, 1 out of 5 people in our population have learning disabilities, why aren't we trying to find beneficial ways of introducing brain training into the lives of babies? I don't want other parents or kids to have to work as hard as Blaze has had to. I don't want anyone to have to work as hard.
Do you love those lights?
Oh, there's that light.
Girl.
The first year of life, the greatest amount of brain development occurs. It's huge, almost exponential, particularly with the eyes. There's what we call these windows of opportunity. 80% of all the learning that we take in comes in through the eyes. It's just absolutely critical that the eyes get stimulated. It's just the foundation for all learning.
I feel like I'm giving her a step up in the future.
Using it can only help. It can only make connections stronger, make their coordination better.
They're gonna think faster, they're gonna write better, everything's gonna be more clear.
The baby EyeQ would definitely give a child a head start.
What excites me about the baby playmat is that Lily will not only benefit from it now as a baby, but that it will benefit her future development as she grows older.
When you give baby EyeQ, you're giving your grandchildren, your children, a head start in life, an advantage that they wouldn't normally have.
I could not think of a better way to start her growing process.
Through eye tracking exercises we do, it allows us to get into the brain, and once the kids are tracking, then we have one modality going. Now we can start turning on speakers, and now we've got a second modality going. And there's just this amazing synergy because there's a rhythm going on between the audio and the visual, and the brain loves rhythm. So we can get a rhythm going in the audio, and now the eyes start tracking to the rhythm.
Engaging with them when they're little is key.
And it all comes down to that brain and grasping it at that certain age. When I put my baby down on the baby EyeQ, those connections are being made. She's getting stimulated.
I feel like we're really helping them get an early start on brain development.
This is happening at an infant level, which is amazing.
If you don't engage with them now, it's going to be harder for them when they get to school.
As a parent, it's fun to watch my kid interact with the EyeQ.
It does make me wish that every baby could have this in their home to use.
I'm very excited about the baby EyeQ because cognitive development in early years is something that a person can carry with them and will carry with them all of their lives.
As the baby's under the EyeQ, tracking is occurring. When tracking occurs, the brain is growing these things we call neuronal pathways. There's a dendrite and an axon, and they talk to each other. But they have to be stimulated or there won't be any talking. So the more talking there is, the more the brain is growing. And the more the brain grows, the easier it is to learn.
And so with the baby EyeQ,